Right, so Nordic is here. We'll do a unfold, which seems to make it taller. That's pretty handy. Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic Farming, and we've reached episode number 58. We are starting off where we finished last time, down in the BGA area, and we got our poplar all nicely fertilised, so that's looking pretty good for now. Biomass heating plant is working away on the straw, which is good, and today the first job is going to be getting the silage, which is fermented in the bunker, into the BGA using our milling machine. So we'll get to that, but first things first, I just want to show you something we've constructed in the factory area. And here it is. It is a oil mill, and this can turn canola, olives and sunflowers into oil. And this is important because today our olives are ready to harvest. That's right, if we look at farmhouse field, we have got our olive vines up here and it's showing ready to harvest, so that's pretty exciting. So we will be returning later to the oil mill once we've harvested some olives. And yes, we're going to have to purchase some olives harvesters and something worthy of carrying olives. I think certain trailers can only carry olives, so we're going to have to look at it. But Nordic and I have got an idea. Right, Nordic is not hanging around. Let's jump in the Deutz and we can grab the Blizzard Trans 70 trailer so we can lift in the silage to the BGA. Don't need the spreader, so let's head over this way and grab the trailer. Here it is, a little while since we used it, and of course this is colour coordinated with our New Hollands, but we've elected to use the JCB and the Deutz today, and sitting a little bit high, but I think I can actually change, no, not that way, change how it's sitting. There we go, that's a little bit lower. Fantastic. So let's head this way. Nordic is ready with the winning machine and we can get started. So let's back up next to him. So we'll get this carted into the BGA and we'll see you when we're finished. So we are done. Done, I think 4 full loads, and this is the 5th with just a third of a tank, let's say. And it's always quite handy using this trailer for raising up and depositing into the BGA hopper. Works pretty efficiently, but yeah, this trailer is a little bit tricky to reverse sometimes, and especially when it's full, it's quite hard to negotiate. Seems to definitely take the tractor a little bit longer to brake, so I did drive in the crop accidentally at one stage. That's us done, so we can park up the trailer now, and Nordic's dropped the milling machine off, and we can get over to the dealership to purchase our new olive harvesters. Now that's going to be quite expensive, I warn you. I think they are expensive, and we're going to be buying 2 of them so we can harvest efficiently. And yes, we're going to need some trailer that is going to be able to take unloads from the olive harvester and also that can carry olives. I think most trailers can carry olives, it just seems to be grapes that's the difficult one. Right, drop that off, so beacon's on, and let's race back to the farm and then we can head to the dealership. Oh, windscreen's absolutely caked in mud from doing all that silage. I can see Nordic in the mirror. He's in the fast track, so I think he's going to be overtaking us imminently. Better move over so he can do it. Oh, unless he's racing us. Yep. So yeah, our poplar is growing quite nicely in Bridgeway Field. And then we've got our wheat down here to the left and right in Lakeside and South Bank. We harvested our sorghum last time and that was pretty efficient thanks to the new big bins. And then we've got 2 fields up the top with canola, Lakeview Field and Pig Farm Field. So we've got quite a few harvests coming up. But first of all, it's our olives. To be fair to the Deutz, it can go a fair old pace. It can get up to the late 30s in the mile an hour. So we'll give it a quick wash because it's pretty filthy from when we solid fertilise spread the poplar and also from managing all that silage. Right, Deutz parked up, nicely washed and refueled as well, given a little quick service. Let's head over to the dealership and get our olive harvesters. Now Nordic is here, he has purchased our trailer and we've gone for the Roland Pack IT runner with the skips. I think he's got the smaller skips and we've got 3, so we can have 1 at the top of the field, 1 at the bottom of the field and 1 on the trailer bed. So that's going to work pretty efficiently. But we are here to purchase the harvesters, so let's see about that. So just to show you quickly, this is the Roland Ampli Roll 7526, which is the IT runner bed. And we've got the Roland Turbo Classic containers, which can take 36,000 litres each, which is pretty good. And these are fair price, to be fair. But we are here for olive harvesters, and we've got the New Holland Broad 9090X olive. And yeah, I've got Michelin tyres on this. And we've got GPS because, yeah, hopefully we can utilise that if the rows are nice and straight, which they should be. And it's $321,000 and we're buying 2 of these, so quite expensive, but yeah, we need them. Oh, here they are, the olive munching machines. Let's hop in one and we better race over there because Nordic has taken 2 of the skips already and we need to get these over ready to start our harvest. They're only fair-paced machines, they're not the fastest, but quite clean looking on the inside, fairly modern, and got some good heads-up displays, and I think I can see a little CCTV camera that shows us where our harvesting mouth is, so that's quite handy. So we've made it back, and we've got our grapevines first of all on the right-hand side. Those are probably going to be ready to harvest next time, which is good. And in this area we've got our olives, and we've got plenty more olive vines than we do grapes. So yeah, that's why we've got so many skips to manage the volume. And there should be 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. I think we'll probably start over on this side. And Nordic is now running back with the other olive harvester because he has set up the auto driver to ferry the olives to the oil mill, which we've built down in the production area, so hopefully that's going to work quite efficiently. So yes, there we go, we've got 1 skip there, and in the distance 1 skip at the top, and hopefully we're going to have enough capacity to deal with all these olives. I have no idea how fruitful they are going to be, how well they're going to yield. We will have to just wait and see. Alright, so Nordic is here. Do a unfold, which seems to make it taller. That's pretty handy. Right, we'll get started on our first row, I think, although not quite sure how to go about this and how quickly it's going to fill. Oh look, the flaps on the front seem to move as we turn. That's quite interesting. So let's turn on the harvester and get collecting some olives. I hope this is going to work quite smoothly. Oh yes. Seems like we are harvesting some olives. Very nice. Right, I'm just going to adjust the cruise control to a leisurely pace. And yeah, there we go. We are harvesting olives. Nordic and I in tandem. Fantastic. So we're going to harvest this, and when we're full we'll deposit into the skips at either end at our convenience. And then, yeah, we'll get those taken over to the oil mill by our auto driver. And that should work pretty efficiently, we hope. So we're going to crack on and see you when we're finished. And that is the last row finished. So we can turn the harvester off and unload into the container. Now we've definitely been filling the top container more than the bottom, and that's just because the vines got a little bit longer towards the middle. So when we started we could do 3 passes, 1 up, 1 down, and then back 1 up again, and then it would work the opposite way. But then when we got to the middle we could only do 2 rows there and back. So yeah, we ended up just filling the top skip a bit more readily than the bottom one, but that's not to worry. And midway we did have to come and pick up the container, set up the auto driver to take it down to the oil mill, and then drop a fresh container off for us. So yeah, we've got a few olives left in the top one and probably about half a container's worth down at the bottom one. But I think we can fold this harvester away now whilst we're on the move and get it parked up in the olive and grape yard, and then we will be taking some olives down to the oil mill. Looks like our driver has made it back, so he successfully unloaded olives at the oil mill. We'll have to go check that out, but we can put our harvesters in the shed over here. I don't think it needing a service or a wash, to be honest. It's looking pretty clean, so that is good. Mark that up there. Fantastic. Alright, thank you, Mr. Auto Driver. We can take over from you. So we'll stop you there. And we can manually go and pick up one of the containers. Nordic is back with the harvester. Get them parked up in there. That's good. I think he probably washed and serviced his. But yes, we can take one of these. In fact, probably what the best thing to do is actually drop this container off in the shed and then pick up one of the other ones. That is probably what is best. Now we can drop off the container. Hopefully it's going to pivot okay to get under the shed. And just attach it. There we go. Fold that back in and we'll go grab the container that's at the farmhouse side. Right, here we are. So where is the pickup end? I think it's this way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think there's the hook. So we can unfold the arm again and line up, get this aligned, and hopefully connect up to this skip. Now IT runners are very, very handy. Did use them on Little Norton, and yeah, I have been missing them, to be honest. They are very, very versatile, and you can put all sorts of stuff on the back, like log trailers, grain bins, skips like this, and a myriad of different other things. So we've got olives. We've got 13,471 litres in this. So we'll get this over to the oil mill and then we'll see how many we've got. And then of course there's another container up the top which maybe Nordic can come back and grab. Alright, so we have made it, so we can drive into the unload position and get our olives unloaded in here. Fantastic. Right, I think Nordic is going to take the fast track back, drop off this skip and then pick up the last remaining one that's at the top of the field. So we'll leave this to him, and once he's back we can count up how many olives we've actually harvested. And whilst Nordic is gone, we can check in on how much sorghum we harvested last time, because I forgot to check in on that. We have 471,000 litres, and I think we had about 70,000 in the silo before we harvested both fields. But yeah, 400,000 litres of sorghum from both those fields. And it didn't look like it, but we would have had enough sorghum to fill both of those bins. So I guess that's fair sentiment to our auto drivers who worked with the truck and trailers to ferry the sorghum from those big mother bins to the silo, because they barely looked full at all, but we had enough literage to fill them both, which is surprising. And he's back with the last remnants of olives, and once he's unloaded, hello Nordic, we can do a little count up of how many olives we've got and set the production off and running to make olive oil out of olives. I think the area is over here, and we have got 57,821 litres of olives, and we can activate that, and it's going to take 2 olives to make 1 unit of olive oil. So we'll make half the quantity of olive oil that we have olives. So that'll be around 28,000 litres of olive oil. Pretty good. So I've just brought the Deutz down. We should have really taken this back up to the farm earlier, but completely forgot. Because we are going to be lime spreading Hillside and Cowman. Got a bit of time left this afternoon, so We're going to utilise that to do the first stage of field prep for those 2 fields, but we're not going to drill anything. Probably save the drilling for when we've got a few more fields to drill, because it's quite an ordeal getting the big Seed Hawk drills out and about. So yeah, we'll probably make sure we've got a couple more fields ready to drill for when we do that. But yeah, we can get onto the liming, and I think Nordic is busy setting up the auger wagon with lime. So we will take this back, get the fertiliser dropped out of it, and get ready to start some liming. Oh, there we go. There's Nordic. He's getting the auger master ready. We can hop in here and drop off all of our fertiliser. And yep, I was about to say lime, because there's a whole stack of lime here that we can utilise. So I will drop off the fertiliser. There we go, quite a few bags. And I'll get it filled up with lime, which is all ready and waiting here for us. 98% full, and that's the last big bag. So we can head over to our first field to get that limed up. That is going to be Hillside, and I think Nordic has got the auger master all ready and waiting for us. Right, here is Nordic. We will pick him up, there we go, and we can get on our merry way to do some liming. So we're going to do both fields, and then we'll see you when we're finished. There we go, that is Cowman Field limed up, and I've just been in the cab seat whilst Nordic was doing that second field. We did Hillside, and that's all nicely limed now, so the only thing we'll have to do is come and drill that, and our drill can obviously seed drill and fertilise at the same time, so that will work wonders. And to the left we've got Pig Farm Field, which has got canola in that, and so has Lake View Field. And then down in the south we've got South Bank and Lakeside with our wheat in. So yeah, we've got a couple of harvests coming up, but I think one of the next harvests we're going to have is our grapes, hopefully. And yeah, I think that's probably it for jobs today. We're 5:30 now. It's been a busy one. We started off by getting all of the silage from the bunker into the BGA. We checked out our new oil mill down in the production area. Harvested our olives thanks to some new fancy harvesters. and used our auto driver to ferry down our new IT runner trailer with olives, which has worked pretty well. So, hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. And if you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, feel free to leave a comment. Hope to see you again next time on Calm Lands, and until then, we'll catch you later. Cheers all, bye bye.